and we've got to talk about what's going on with the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler. For those not in the know, there's been a lot of back and forth. Jimmy Butler was suspended by the Heat for conduct detrimental to the team. Basically, what that means is Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley are butting heads, and I will tell you, Pat Riley will win. Um, they recently suspended him indefinitely, so he came back from that suspension. And it should be noted that they're not just doing this without any sort of cause. Jimmy Butler's kind of been a nuisance to their organization. He's saying that in the press that he doesn't really want to play for them, that he's not happy, he's demanding a trade. And when that's not working out, he's kind of just doing his own thing. There's been instances in the past where he's been sick, but he's playing soccer with Paul Pogba and posting them online. It's a crazy saga, but I want to hear from you two. Let's get the clock up. I'm going to go with John today to go first. John, I want your 30-second take. What are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, it's a shame to see the team that was capable of making the finals a few short years ago has been reduced to this, but I think this is kind of par for the course for Jimmy Butler. He's an insane talent. He's really good, but if anybody said we're not winning and I've been here more than 3 years and I'm pissed and I'm out of here is like not what you expected out of Jimmy Butler, you probably just haven't been paying that close attention to how this guy operates. If he wants out, they'll let him out. I wish they could have done it professionally, but when two sides agree to split, so be it.
Are you saying you wish Jimmy Butler had done it professionally for the record or the
I
Heat?
think I think both. Yes, Jimmy Butler for sure because he seems like a petulant child, but at the same time, there hasn't been all that much out in the media about like Jimmy Butler did all these awful things, and the Heat are like, "You're suspended, you're suspended, you're suspended," and it's kind of like we all know what's probably going on, but they haven't said he did X Y Z. So I don't know, put your name on it and own it, and tell the folks what's going on.
Interesting take. He did, speaking of being a child, just was it yesterday or today? He posted a video of his black card getting declined and saying that he is out of a job. So he's just poking fun at it. Literally a video of him like tapping his Amex black card. Noah, 30 seconds. I want to hear your take.
I don't need 30 seconds for this because I am just enjoying the world's greatest live and in person petty off between a billionaire and a millionaire. It has been fantastic. I don't care what happens in Miami because they are from CLE. That's where I'm at, man. Jimmy Butler can cry me a river. Pat Riley can cry me a river. They can all cry me a river. I don't care. Blow up. Do whatever you want to do.
I love Noah's 30-second takes always. He brings the energy, he sets the tone. I love it. Throw that timer up there for me. I kind of agree with both of you guys. I will say that there was an article that came out, an ESPN insider article that really detailed what Jimmy Butler has done and how he's kind of set himself apart purposefully from this team. I'm always hesitant to pick a side here because, like you said, you're going against an ownership and leadership that really can take advantage of players at times. We've talked in the past about there being racial issues with that. That's more with the NFL, but you can kind of see that line. I'm out of time, but that is to say, I think that there is fault on both sides, like you said, John. But after that article dropped, Jimmy just sounds like a terrible diva starlet. I'm so glad that there's no talk of him coming to the Cavs. Go to the Warriors, blow that up. I'm fine with that. He can play ball, don't get me wrong. But some of the things like where he's during those finals, he's staying an hour away in some mansion instead of a hotel with the team, or even a hotel separate from the team. He flies private from the team everywhere. He sounds like a starlet. He's a prima donna. I don't know. I kind of signed with the Heat here, and I like Pat Riley, so I'm taking his side.
It's interesting to me because I don't think we've ever really viewed Jimmy Butler as anything other than a diva that's competitive. You know what I mean by that is, you know, going with the twos and beating the ones in Minnesota is like one of the prime Jimmy Butler stories, right? I've never seen him do this media diva, whatever verb you want to or adjective you want to put on this. We've never seen him do something like this to this level, right? He's gotten his way out of teams before because they're not competing and he wants to win. And that's, I think, completely commendable. But it's so interesting to me that we're going the absolute most petty way possible. I'm here for it, like I said in my 30-second take, but I just would have never thought this from him.
I
I
love
agree. I
seeing
think
that
he's a
the
whack job, and
pettiness.
yeah, I think he's a whack job. He's nuts. I was gonna say Barry called him out. I think that's true, but two things can be true at once. Dennis Rodman was a whack job and nuts. Scottie Pippen was a whack job and nuts. Phil Jackson had a lot of managing of personalities to do both in Chicago and in Los Angeles, and he did it well. You don't be a billionaire and have $1 billion team and pay players hundreds of millions of dollars and then go, you're being mean and you're kind of a diva. Yeah, they're all divas. They make 9 figures to play sports. They never had to grow up. And Jimmy Butler, this is par for the course. So manage the talent, put a team around him to compete, or cut bait. Like, I'm not saying his behavior is justified, but who's surprised? Damn sure
Hold
not
on,
Phil
hold on, hold
Jackson.
on. I don't like this take only because normally I would side with the players, but the man is under contract. You're asking him to fulfill his contract. Okay, he wants out of Miami. He tells you that. They didn't find a trade partner. It didn't work out. So what? They're supposed to just bend over backwards, take whatever they can and offload him? That's what I don't like, and we're
No,
seeing it more and more. These player unions are so powerful. We're seeing guys where their contract's up a year from now and they're demanding all of this, or I'll sit, or I'll do this. I'm kind of sick of that. You get paid
and
a lot of money to play the sport. Play the
See,
sport.
but I'm
I agree
always
with
one
you,
to
but
side with the millionaires over the billionaires, man. Like, I don't really care about what the ownership or whatever's going on in Miami. They don't care about their fans like they act like they do. I think the players have more of a chance to actually care. I saw a video earlier today of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander signing and giving a jersey to a kid, being nice. That Pat Riley isn't doing shit like that. No one cares. To
Pat Riley's
me,
not a
yeah.
billionaire or the owner, for the record.
I know that, but I'm saying even if you wanted to go Kobe Altman, for example, you don't see that kind of thing
No.
happening with
I
those
know,
And
but
the
you
guys.
thing that I
said
would
that.
say super quick, Eric, because you hit me on my point. I just wanted to make something clear. I agree with you on what you said, but a player getting suspended is not him refusing to play. A player getting suspended is the team saying you can't play. And until
Yeah, but
somebody
he
comes,
did refuse to play. He
And
said
he's
he's
also
sick and
stirring
can't
the
play, and
drama.
and
Yeah.
he's posting video. I mean, when he's caused this, um,
yeah,
it'd
listen,
be
this
like me coming into work for our television station and spouting off to our clients about a different television station. You should go advertise with them. They're probably going to fire me. So I understand them suspending him. It's interesting, the indefinite part of it. It's also interesting that um, Miami is Pat Riley's team. I know I just said he's not the owner and he's not, but you're not going to go up against Pat and win in this situation.
no.
And I kind
Well,
of love that because a lot of players would. But I want to point one thing out. That ESPN article was very clear. Jimmy Butler has gotten concessions and has been able to do things that they said they didn't even do for LeBron and D Wade. That's how much of a diva this guy is. He's nowhere near that talent level. I don't know. I'm just over
no.
it. I'm here for the drama and the popcorn, like Noah said, but I don't side with Jimmy at all in this case.
If they don't touch Cleveland or Ohio sports for that matter, and I'm not talking about that city down in Kentucky that claims to be from Ohio, he could do whatever he wants. He can cry up a storm. He could do it in New York. He could do it in Atlanta. He could do it in Golden State, LA. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, and I definitely
Phoenix.
don't.
Not here.
I'm not defending him 100%. In my mind, it's like 55-45. Like, I'm kind of in the middle on it. But I will tell you this: it's gonna piss a lot of people off. When Jimmy Butler gets someplace else, that team's going to be really good for 3 years, because when Jimmy Butler has a chip on his shoulder and this stuff blows up, what he does is go to Miami and drag the Heat to the finals. So whether you like him or
Yeah.
hate him, the guy's, wherever he goes is going to probably be a contender next year with him on the team, maybe this year.
I'm rooting for the Suns only because I don't think they can do that because their cap is ridiculous. But KD cannot mesh, and I don't know that it would work there. But I agree with what you're saying. I mean, he is a baller, and he will take you by himself to the championship. Any last words before we move on?
Yeah, man, I'm just curious to see how this whole thing ends. If he's going to end up getting traded or if he's going to have to sit in Miami and enjoy the beach and all of that for the time being.
And no paycheck.